Hello everybody, welcome back to yet another Evolve video. This time I wanted to talk about kind of like an Evolve post-mortem. So all the kind of little things that I noticed while playing the game that I hope are fixed or added or are changed in the future. Just kind of like I guess mostly feature requests more than anything else. Because, you know, it is an alpha, and I'm sure a lot of this stuff is probably stuff that, you know, they are working on and it's just not there in the alpha yet. But in case it's not, just kind of like just a brief summary of all the stuff that I noticed and stuff that I think would be very beneficial for them to either add or change or what have you. So first and foremost is text chat disappearing. So if you're in a lobby or you're in game, you say a message in text chat, you know, it stays for a few seconds, whatever. But there's no chat log, so once it fades away from your screen, it's gone forever. If you look at games like Titanfall, for example, you have an actual persistent chat log. So if you say something in there, you know, and somebody misses it, if they just press T to chat, you know, themselves, they can actually pull up that log along with their actual, you know, box to type in, and they can see, you know, oh, this is what this person said. That person said that, you know, that trash talk to that person. Oh, okay, whatever. And you can read all that, and it's all kind of there. So first and foremost, I think that's one of the most important things to be added or changed in the future. Next up is a really, really important one, is raw mouse input. So what I think I have found throughout my playing of this game is that there is not any raw mouse input. I've had glitches occur after alt-tabbing numerous times where I will actually have the in-game cursor appear in-game, you know, while I'm actually playing, you know, either as the monster or as a human or whatever. You know, I will see my targeting reticule in the middle of the screen, whatever, and then I will also have a mouse that moves freely. And one thing that I've noticed is that you know, this game does have a lot of mouse input lag, just straight up. First and foremost, there is a lot of input lag on the mouse, but one thing that I have noticed is that it seems like when you move the mouse and you have that glitch, is the mouse moves before your character moves. So I'm thinking that we don't have raw mouse input, and that it's, you know, that's creating a latency in your inputs in this game, which makes it very, very difficult to aim and to really play it at all. So this is something that is extremely important to be addressed in the future. Now, you know, I'm not a game developer. I can't say that I quite understand why any game for PC that's like, you know, like that's based upon your ability to aim and shoot effectively is not using raw mouse input. This must be some sort of an artifact from, you know, from basically being a console port, you know, trying to turn like the analog stick inputs, you know, and try and, like, you know, to reverse engineer those into, you know, working for a mouse, and it's like it just doesn't work. That's why you have weird mouse acceleration issues. That's why you have, you know, this mouse appearing and actually, you know, like it's just bad. This needs to be changed or, you know, addressed in the final release come next year. In terms of graphics settings, we have a hilariously small number of graphic settings. Come on, this is PC, guys. We have a very, very wide gamut of hardware that people are going to be using. We need settings to, you know, cherry pick, you know, what works for our system and what doesn't, what we like, you know, what we think looks good, or, you know, or where we want to sacrifice prettiness in favor of visibility. Because, you know, frankly, this game has a bunch of random effects that just kind of are very obtrusive and get in the way of you being able to actually see things and compete. And considering this game is, you know, is marketed as being super competitive and stuff, don't you think that all like the random, you know, pretty greeble stuff, you know, we would have an option to get that out of the way so we can actually see what we're doing and be competitive? I think that's very important to see in the future. Next up is yet another PC kind of feature that a lot of people have been asking for, is toggle aim versus hold aim. So right now, you only have the option of tapping right-click to toggle your aim down sights on or off. A lot of people, myself included, don't like that. I want to hold the right mouse button to aim down sights, and if I release it, I want to be taken out of aim down sights. Currently, that is not an option, so hopefully in the future we will actually see that, because that is very important for PC players. In addition, now we have Xbox buttons showing up when you're using a keyboard and mouse, even if you don't have an Xbox controller attached. So again, that needs to be addressed. You know, there is an option in the Xbox controller settings to turn off the Xbox button prompts, but it's not the place that it should be, and it should not be on by default. If you're using a keyboard and mouse, it should be off and never turn on. So, very small issue, and I'm being way more of a jerk about it than is justified. But it's just, come on, really, that shouldn't be there. Up next, private matches. I've had pretty much every single day while I was playing this alpha, I had a group of 5 people, and it was like, man, I really wish that we could get a group of 5. We could have 4 humans versus one of us is the monster, and we could take turns being the monster, and do all that kind of fun stuff. Next up is challenge progress. You're only able to see that in the post game. Come on, really, let me see challenge progress whenever I want to look at it. Holding to heal with the medic. Again, take a book out of Team Fortress 2's book. Or take a book out of their book. Take a page out of their book, even. Not the whole book. Just take a page. Don't give us hats. I don't want hats. Turn off hold to heal. Just make it toggle heal, so it's not so silly. And then for spectator mode, let us hit 1 through 4 on the keyboard to pick which person. I don't have to mash left and right click. Anyways, guys, that's about all I got. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay, and we'll see you next time. Take care.